Welcome back to part 4 of my hobby room construction. At the end of part 3, I finished cutting out the holes in the ceiling for recessed lights and speakers. Next, I used the laser level to install the door. Confirming that all my work is square, and confirming that all my work is on the level, I'm ready to install the door right here, right now. The door took a while to get right, and I took care of that off camera. With the door installed, I need to finish off the outside of the room. Here, I screwed in strips of drywall to make the opening more flush. This area needs corner trim and mud work to even it all out. I'll be applying a few coats over the next couple days, then sand to even it all out. Back inside the studio, I'm going to roll on some texture to the ceiling and skim coat the walls. But before I start, I cover the water inlet and sump areas to prevent a mess, and then put down more plastic onto the floor. I'm mostly satisfied with the results. It's not as good as my other work when I installed the home theater, but I mostly just need a lazy way to mask the shoddy quality of the ceiling job. Plus, this room is not high on my perfection list. It's for building scale models and projects, so it can be a little rustic. With the skim work out of the way, it's time to sand this room smooth. Equipped with a respirator, I must now apologize in advance.
Luke, I am your father.
For that. You know, sometimes I amaze even myself. After several hours in whiteout conditions, I finish sanding all the walls in the room. I let the dust settle for a couple days, then return to clean up and prepare for primer. I figured an air filter wouldn't hurt. I get my tools out to thoroughly mix this 5-gallon bucket of primer. Then over the next several days, I prime and paint this joint. The area is looking quite nice. After inspecting the work, I can see there are a few spots I need to clean up. With the wet work out of the way, I get to install the electrical items. I won't mess with the breaker box and called in an electrician to hook me up. It was a flawless victory as my lighting and power all work exactly as planned. The recessed ceiling lights put out tons of light, and the dimmer switch is spot on the way I was hoping. Great progress so far. I can get on to the next stage and install shelving. I need to do this before work surfaces enter the room for easier access to the wall. Previously, I placed tick marks on the ground to mark the studs. I place pieces of painter's tape along the wall where the studs are to make short work of installing the brackets for the shelves. I place the boards on the ground to get a feel of how they will be on the wall and where the brackets will need to go. I taped off sections of the ground that represent the countertop surfaces. I needed to confirm if what I ordered would fit or need to be cut down. Also, it helps to know where else I can place more shelving without interfering with work surfaces or wire racks. Before I drop in my kind of flooring, I place painter's tape to mark studs, as I will no longer see the marks on the ground. I haven't decided yet where on this wall I will place more shelves. What we have here is a case of the light wood foam mat. I chose to forego any pricey floor coverings in favor of a cushy padded material, since I basically ran out of money and this was the cheapest solution I could come up with, besides a nasty bare concrete floor. It's textured on the bottom and has interlocking edges. This is your basic, low-cost exercise foam mat. I'll have an Amazon link in the video description. The floor is mostly finished. I ran out and need to order another case. I had mixed feelings about it, but I think I like it. While that case is in transit, I will work around the unfinished areas and assemble the cabinets and bring them down here. I have 4 cabinets to build, 3 of the 12-inch wide and 1 of the 24-inch wide. I'll be honest, I despise assembling cabinets and furniture. I can install drywall for days and not be fazed by it, but put a piece of particle board junk in front of me and my head starts to pound. Fast forward to later on. I've got them assembled and placed. I still need to install and adjust the doors, but we'll wait till the countertops are in. But before that happens, I need to get the shelves up. After those are placed, I'll get my desk area assembled and wrap up the work surfaces for this studio. That's a wrap for part 4 of my Hobby Room series. Stay tuned for the thrilling series finale with episode 5. Thanks for watching.